Hey, thanks for tuning in, and thank you for being a subscriber. You know, you might be struggling with one technique that you don't realize that could be really holding you back. What's your weakest technique? Most motocross riders have one technique that they miss completely or are really struggling with. When they correct this technique, they reach a whole new level. Through my many years of teaching motocross schools, it didn't take me long to realize this missing link is not using the rear brake correctly. Many mid-pack, B-class racers, and below that skill level, don't use the rear brake at all while standing. This was the case with my friend John Kayaza. All the years that John has been riding and racing, he didn't realize that he wasn't using the rear brake while standing at all, ever. Here's how we discovered this common problem and began to correct it. By the way, for more detailed techniques about braking and how to practice them, I will refer you to 3 more videos at the end of this video. Don't overlook this crucial part of motocross. Your right of way to speed is your ability to stop. Okay, John just learned to use the rear brake 2 days ago while he was standing up. He was not able to use the rear brake standing up before at all. For one thing, he had his brake so low he couldn't reach it when he was standing. So, to get him to be able to do that, I had him do this drill 2 days ago. Where he's standing with his weight back, locking up the rear wheel, pulling the clutch in to get used to using the rear brake. Of course, we had to raise the rear brake a lot so he could reach it. Now he's using it. Because I tried to teach him 2 days ago just to do it on the oval, and he couldn't do it. So I had him do this drill. Now he's leaving the clutch out without stalling the engine before he was bringing the clutch in. I had him do this drill, and then he could do it on the oval. And he was doing it really good. Then we got out here today, he came out, he warmed up. I tried to film him doing it correctly, and now he can't do it. On the oval, he could not do it today. And hey, that's what's happened. That happens. He just learned it 2 days ago at the end of our lesson, so he only did it for about 15 minutes, doing it very well. Then comes out here today, expects that he's going to do it on the oval, pick up right where he left off. No, because it's not hardwired yet. He hasn't done it enough yet. He's a long way from that technique becoming automatic. So, that's what you got to do. But he did realize that that rear brake opened up a whole new world to him while he was standing up. So, we're going to do the drill for a little bit here and then get him back on the oval, see what he can do. Sorry about the golf cart shot in there. That's my transportation out here while I'm teaching. Yeah, he's doing it good now, so we're going to about put him back on the oval pretty soon here. Okay, he's right back on the oval. He's going to try it again here. Yeah, a little better, I think. The track is rougher now than a couple months ago when I did the video on John. It's also a lot drier and more slippery. Some chatter bumps going into the corners. But I believe just that drill that he did just now, it's much, much better already. That's what I teach, is you have to break things down in separate learning blocks. Break it down as far as you need to. Yeah, much better, John, much better. Okay, I just had a talk with John. He's still having a lot of trouble with breaking into this rutted, bumpy corner. So we're breaking it down for him further. Now he's not going to make the corner. He's going to ride out of the berm. Like that, on purpose. This way, I told him to come into the corner, down the straightaway, carry a lot more speed. When you think you have to shut it off, keep it on longer, and then brake harder. Don't worry about making the corner. Yeah, that's, John, you're not braking with the rear brake. First time he's using the rear brake, I know. Second day he's ever using the rear brake when he's standing up. No, he's not using the rear brake. He's really mad with himself right now because he was doing it so good 2 days ago and now he can't do it. He's getting frustrated. There you go. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Give him the thumbs up there. You didn't see me. Finally. Yeah, sometimes it takes getting mad for you to do these things, I guess. Yeah, a lot more entry speed. Okay, John, show me what you're doing when you're braking.
I was here.
Now you're on the arch of your foot.
Yep. Yep.
That's good. You just have to use that brake. Your body positioning's good, your butt's back, your knees are where they're supposed to be. You just have to use the rear brake. And remember yesterday, as soon as the throttle goes off, that's where your hardest braking is taking place. And that's where you're having the biggest amount of trouble, because you shut the throttle off and coast 10 or 20 yards and then use the rear brake as you get into the corner.
Yep.
That's a mid-pack sea rider move, you know? So you're gonna have to make yourself, like, that's why I stopped you right here, is because on the oval. Because right in here is where you pretty much shut off, you pretty much stop accelerating, at least, right there. Wherever that throttle goes off, the brakes have to come on hard. Mm-hmm. That's your hardest braking. And then you can control the brakes while standing all the way, about a quarter way into that corner. Then you would sit down and keep your foot on the rear brake as you go from standing to sitting. Keep controlling the rear brake. And once you get pretty good at that, you're going to see how much more speed and control you can carry into the corner.
Oh, yes.
So, let's try it again.
All right.
Got the cone out there for John. That's where he's shutting off. Yeah, he got out of the line right then. See them bumps there? They're giving him troubles. He shut off early and then got back on the gas and just lost his focus, probably concentration. That was better. Better. Not good. John's been going around out there a lot and just a couple laps ago, he started doing it really good. See if he'd keep it going. Nah, that wasn't good. When I have the camera on, he messes up. When he's braking hard, I can hear the rear wheel that he's on the brakes hitting those. It chatters. See, no rear brake there. It's coasting because the chain will chatter when you're braking hard, whether it's bumpy or not. You can hear the bike. Come on, John. I think the whole thing is just too technical of a section here. Maybe it doesn't look like it on the camera, but it is. It's slippery, it's bumpy, it's a long rut that gets deeper and deeper. Oh, high-sided over the rut. He's playing now. Come on, John. Okay, John was having a lot of trouble up there on the technical oval. The bumps and ruts and slippery. So we came down here, which is good. You know, when you're learning a new technique, you don't want it to be on a technical section of the track. So we can work on it. New to him, rear braking skills, standing, especially standing, going from standing to sitting. Control it while he's sitting until he starts to accelerate out of the corner. Much better now because it's an easy field. Yeah. This is the way to learn it. Get it down a lot faster. After talking to him, we're going to get him to accelerate out of the corner. Yeah. In second gear. I said if you can stay in second, which he can. This oval's pretty short. So now he's in second gear. Yeah, better acceleration out of the corner. Also told him to brake harder when he first shuts off. When he first shuts off throttle. Good. I actually heard some chatter right there. Some rear wheel chain chatter. He's braking hard when he's standing now. Yeah. This is what it takes, guys. He said this is so easy to do it here. Way, way easier than up there in the oval on that more technical area. This is cake. And this is where you want to learn your new technique. In an easy riding area, so you can focus and do the techniques correctly through repetition. And that's what we're able to do here. Yeah. We just had a good talk about what he was doing. Gave me a lot of feedback. He's doing it good down here. Now we're doing it to the right. And a lot of guys think they have to put their foot out early to the right. But as long as they're using the rear brake, a flat corner like this, they can keep their foot on the rear brake on the inside. That rear brake's going to pull the front wheel back into the inside. Don't need to put your foot out until right there, where you're going to accelerate out of the corner. The brakes are much more important until you get to the transition than putting your foot out for the corner. Right there. Needs to be a smoother transition. Needs to be a smoother transition from braking to accelerating. Right there. You're having a little hesitation with your braking to accelerating in here, and that's where you're losing a lot of time. that has to come together where you're getting off the rear brake as you're getting on the clutch and throttle. Right now you have a hesitation, maybe 2 or 3 bike lengths, where you're off the brakes, you're not ready to accelerate yet. You don't have the bike turned enough yet. You want to turn it a little bit more with the rear wheel, so you're using the rear brake. And then as you get off the rear brake, you get on the clutch and throttle, and it's one smooth transition. That's the way you want to do it when you're in a flat corner like this without a lot of traction, you know, not a berm. But that'll come. Let's just keep that in mind, see if you can put it together.
Okay.
This is after our little talk. Yeah. Making that smooth transition, a lot smoother now from braking to accelerating. You want those to come together, braking to accelerating, all at once. Let's take a closer look at the details here. Notice coming into this corner how John is braking all the way to the transition. You can see and hear the rear wheel chatter from the braking. And notice now he's still on the rear brake, and only there does he put his foot out for the corner. No need to put it out early because the rear brake was holding the front wheel back into the inside, keeping it from sliding out. Here's another look coming in. Yeah, you see it seamlessly going from braking to accelerating. Not only more control, but more speed. There it is again. And here coming into this kind of slippery corner because of the grass. Standing, braking good, and then controlling the rear brake and letting that drift slide occur, which is getting the bike turned early. Really good work there, John. Excellent technique, smoothness. You can see it from the side now, so we can watch the rear brake a little more. Coming in, he's braking so hard right now that you can see the dirt coming up from the rear tire. Still on that rear brake, gets a little drift slide going. Good braking techniques while sitting. You notice his foot is up off the foot peg, knee against the shroud, anchored there. Uses his ankle to control the rear brake. Now he's off the rear brake because he's ready to start accelerating, foot back on the foot peg, and even gets a little power slide going out of the corner. Putting those transitions together from braking to accelerating. Well, you saw John out there doing a lot of riding, working on that rear brake, standing and sitting. I thought it'd be a good idea just to hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. John, what do you think about the new technique you've been working on?
Well, I gotta say, life without the rear brake was not a good life to live. I didn't never realize I wasn't using it like I use it now, and I guess when I did it and adjusted it better so my foot can reach it while I was standing up, that was probably the biggest help. And then getting into the habit of where your foot should be on the foot peg and controlling the brakes as I go in, I can feel like I can lay the bike over so much better, and I actually control where it's going and what it's doing. I didn't feel that before.
And you control it while you're standing and also while you go from standing to sitting.
Yep. You're telling the bike, I feel like I'm now telling the bike what to do from when I stand in a straightaway to when I sit in a corner. Yeah. And I don't feel like I did it very well before.
Do you notice it holding the front wheel for you in place? Keep the front wheel from sliding out?
Well, it keeps the bike, I feel like it keeps the bike altogether planted. And if that feeling is because it's bringing that front wheel back, like you say, then it's doing what it needs to be doing.
So a whole new world for you.
Whole new world.
And that was the missing link. I mean, you had all the other techniques down fairly well. We worked on where you're looking ahead, your hand position, arm position, body position, everything. And then that was the missing link for you, right?
Yep, it was. And it's the difference between 2 seconds and 4 seconds into a corner. I mean, it's so much faster that you can carry more speed in and I was slowing way down before I could actually take the corner.
And then you don't have good speed, right? You're kind of coasting through there, so it's like you have to steer and balance the bike a lot more,
Yeah,
right?
I'm gassing it before I get to the apex. I noticed that that's my hardest, like, and it would be hard on my upper body because I was trying to control the bike, and I had to use the throttle to keep it into the corner as opposed to holding the speed into the corner.
Right. When you hold that speed and control the brakes and have a short transition, an immediate transition from braking to accelerating, especially in flat corners, right? It's just
It's way better.
miles. I'm looking forward to seeing you over the next couple months, and I know you're going to enjoy riding a whole lot more now.
It's a whole new world. It's like the Aladdin song all over again.
That's great, man. Great.
So, thank you, as always.
You're welcome. Here are 3 more braking videos in your subscription. Number 1, in the Volume 3 series category, video number 2, motocross braking techniques. Number 2, in the motocross practice category, on the bike stand, how to practice. And number 3, also in the motocross practice category, on the bike stand, how to practice 1. I hope this video helps to make you a better, safer